Welcome to part 2.
Hi, welcome to part 2.
We are here at the NFTA bus terminal, Buffalo. It's currently 10:12 p.m. in this beautiful city, and yeah, we're waiting for a Trailways bus to Newark. So, this is the end of our trip. I'm going to New York to visit my grandma. Oscar's going back to the mines. But you might be asking why we chose Newark instead of New York. Well, a couple reasons. One, to get to New York, the bus will have to sit in traffic in the Lincoln Tunnel. That's not really something I want to do. And number two, Oscar and I, the last time I was in New York, discussed going to visit the XBL. This is a
exclusive bus lane.
One of the first in America, actually, and it's like this weird contraflow thing. So anyway, New York was the easiest way for us to get there. So we're getting off the bus in New York. We're gonna see some buses. We're gonna enjoy the last day of our trip, and then off to the mines with this one.
Yes, I have to go back to work.
Here at the NFTA bus terminal, we got the Trailways section, we got the Greyhound section with an old logo, we got the NFTA Metro section, and we'll be on Trailways tonight. They used to have a Tim Hortons, and now no more. This is so sad. In recognition of those who have achieved 30 years of safe driving. Wow.
I'm not even 30 years
What do you mean, yikes?
I'm not even 30 years old. That's crazy.
They got a transit violations bureau in here. You can go over there to pay your fine. Ooh.
Traffic enforcement are all taken.
We're tracking our bus. It's on time. They gave it a little graphic and everything. Oh boy, it's gonna be 8 hours on this bad boy. Our great traverse of New York State starts in 7 minutes. We're in. Oh boy. Alright, we got the throne seat.
Yeah.
8 hours to New York. We're almost home.
Yeah.
Operator for the rest of this trip. We'll be making stops in Batavia, Rochester, Syracuse, Newark, New Jersey, and then our final stop in the morning, downtown Manhattan, New York Port Authority.
Scenic Rochester. We get to see the Rochester train station. Wow. It's about midnight, 12:30. (12:17 a.m.) here at Rochester, New York. We're here for a fresh air break.
Yeah.
And we pull out at 12:30.
And a stretch.
And then after that, it'll be Syracuse. And boy, do we need that stretch. We walked 12 miles today. My legs are toast. You know, I do a lot of biking in my videos. I bike a lot in my regular life, so I feel like I'm a pretty, you know, fit person, especially with my legs. Then I met this guy. 2 a.m. Syracuse gas station.
Lost water 2 for $4.50.
Oscar's very happy.
Oh my god.
We are back in the land of Poland Spring. Oh, that's... Should I get some Syracuse drip? After we stop and service the Syracuse terminal, it's a straight shot to Newark. 4 hours.
It's gonna be fun.
The mountains of New Jersey.
That part sucks.
Our driver picked up a new solo for Trailways and we got to hear all the drama.
All the tea. I said, ooh.
Oh, that was a great conversation to listen to.
Another problem. One time I took 24 and then next thing you know, Hiawatha was shut down. So.
Oh, okay.
Pennsylvania. We'll be leaving as soon as our boarding here out of the Syracuse terminal. So please stay on the bus. If you have any belongings on your bus at the empty seats, if you can please remove them. So.
I left the top one down, so I left the top mirror down. So if you need to change the mirrors, you need me to do the announcements?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. No, I got it. You stay focused. You know what?
Oh boy.
No, I got it.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Trailways Schedule 813. My name is Tony. For those who are starting out in Syracuse, I'm your co-pilot, the person that's driving, the motor coach operator that's driving. Her name is Jessica, so she will be driving us all the way to New York City. We'll be making stops in New Jersey and in New York City, downtown Manhattan, Port Authority.
4:50 a.m. We're in Pennsylvania. Why is the Burger King kind of playing bangers at 5 a.m.?
Yo, they jamming actually. I'm like,
Stay in the middle lane and then you're gonna make a right. Yeah, so this way here.
8 hours later, we made it to New York. This was a long bus ride. Whew. Oh, where's he going? Well, 0 hours of sleep later. Pretty common theme for this trip. We are here in Newark. That was one of the better overnight buses I've ridden. Trailways was good. Right now we're gonna hop on Path and make our way to see some buses. Oh, Path time. I'm breaking the rules by pulling out my camera on Path. At Exchange Place, our destination is Hoboken. I don't know if you can tell, but we're both running on like no sleep. We're hiding it super well.
You have to blur that, I'm sorry.
made it off the path. We're here at Hoboken, and now the third stage of our transit journey. We're taking the Hudsonbergen Light Rail to Lincoln Harbor.
Oh, Lincoln.
I've been here so many times and never seen how nice the station looked. I mean, the flooding is exactly what I describe as nice,
I
but
don't know where the flooding came from.
wow. All the trains are getting ready for their morning runs. There's some arrows. We have about 10 minutes before our connection, so get to admire the Hoboken art. Oh, and there's like New York over there or something. New Jersey's light rail is so funky. I have been describing everything as funky this trip because this has been a funky trip. Here at Hoboken, the light rail trains pull in and then they must pull out. By arrows. So, due to the craze of New York Penn Station at 6 in the morning, 6:30, I didn't really get to film my thoughts on the overnight bus, but yeah, Trailways was super nice. If I had to do that again, I would absolutely pick Trailways. That was definitely one of the nicest buses I've ever spent the night on. It was a Prevost, a new Prevost. Normally I get the dingy Amtrak Volvos. Our first driver was really nice, and then the second driver was in training, so we got a riveting route training session. It felt like I was there behind the wheel, getting all the ins and outs of the line. So I didn't sleep, but I did like the commentary. Now we're on the train bound for Tonelli Avenue because our goal is Lincoln Harbor. Oscar knows that there's a Whole Foods there that has a parking lot that actually looks at the highway. It's called the Helix. So in theory, if we get high enough, we'll be able to see all the buses making their morning rush hour runs. Lincoln Harbor. 2 trains at once. Happy rush hour. Kind of zoom in. So, right there in front of us is the helix of the highway to enter Lincoln Tunnel, and right there is the Whole Foods. Oh, and you can already see the buses going through.
MTA bus.
Can't find an elevator, so the military training continues. Going up 7 flights of stairs with a 50-pound backpack on my back. Almost at the top floor of this parking lot to see the buses go through. There's a lot of them right now. So, the XBL is this big section of Highway 495, I believe, where they took one lane and converted it into bus operation in the mornings. But the thing is, that operation is a contraflow, so one side is like going up and one side is going towards the city. So this causes a really like tight, interesting situation, and the buses are non-stop. The traffic is insane in this city, and yeah, should be some good fanning opportunities. Just from here I can already see how like frequent the buses are. They're just flying past. Over there, of course, is the beautiful city of New York. And over there are the buses entering it.
Wish we were a little higher up, but
Just a conga line of buses making their way to the city. And right down there we get to see the light rail too. So I guess if you're a transit fan in the New York area, the Whole Foods next to Lincoln Harbor is your place to be. So the reason this little stop got tacked on to the end of our overnight bus adventure is because we have no other reason to be here at Lincoln Harbor so early in the morning. It's barely 8 a.m. The heart of rush hour, and the buses are just one after another, after another, after another. I don't think there's anywhere else in America that's like this. There goes a megabus, double decker. They're just non-stop.
Do you see the convoy coming our way? I have been looking at this parking lot for the last like 4 years and I never came up here. Do you see the conga line?
Not our Trailways bus, but one of them 1019 to Medellin. Because there's nowhere to put the buses in New York, they just stick them on the other side of the river and put them in New Jersey. Arctic. Van Hool. Prevost. Nabby. Oh, the Coach USA bus drove into a pole. And now no one can move.
Oh, there you go. He's moving now.
You could not pay me enough to drive in New York City. One small mistake like that and suddenly everyone's on you.
You know they used to have little mirrors on the side of the road from all the buses that would just lose their mirrors after hitting somebody else's mirror going the other way.
My God.
You just gotta drive into the Port Authority without a mirror.
Now what do we have here? Mail truck looking.
That MTA bus, I told you has no concern for that.
Oh, that train's flying.
Oh yeah.
It's like all buses right now.
You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buses came out at one time.
Ah, there's 2 cars. Get them out of here. Out of here. Out of here.
Yeah, the cars don't.
Boo. Oh, wow. Alright, chat. Is he gonna make it? Yeah, they'll make it.
C2145. Charlie 2145.
Old bus spotted. Alright, who do we have our money on? Oh. He got the jump. He won. Round 2. Place your bets.
The Nobby.
The Nobby didn't have to stop, so Nobby wins. Also, Excelsiors are slow. So, we somehow spent an hour just standing here looking at buses. Yeah, this was a cool experience. We're now gonna head into the Whole Foods because there may be a Whole Foods coffee bar there and I've always kind of wanted to try it. So we're gonna go get coffee, and then we're gonna hop on a bus into the city so we can get some actual breakfast. A honey oat latte from Cafe Grumpy cost me $7.50. We're back in the city, baby. Oh, we just missed one.
Oh no.
Oh no, we have to wait a whole 2 minutes for the next one. There's the skyline again. We get an Excelsior Arctic today. Not the Nabby or MCI I was hoping for, but bus is bus. Plunge deep into the underground. car tick through a toll booth is crazy. Traffic. Spiral. Buses. Can't really see much, but every time I come here, I'm just struck by how crazy this terminal is. Crazy terminal. It's so small, like narrow and. Alright, Oscar, now that we're here at Hell on Earth, where are we going?
We're gonna go down to 34th and 9th to get breakfast at a diner.
We back in New York, baby. Wow. MTA bus again. Woo. Time to try out the Skylight Diner. And we get to see the buses. Oh, I guess in New York, it's a challenge to find a street without buses.
Yeah. Salem has gone to the bathroom, and the food came before he returned, so I guess I have to do the honors of the camera eats first.
All right, breakfast had at the Skylight Diner. That was decent.
Absolutely.
We're now walking to the Moynihan Train Hall. We're actually going to Grand Central to catch a train, and I'll explain why in a little bit. We're checking out the new Moynihan Train Hall because somehow, despite this thing having been open for like, what, 5 years now? I still haven't visited it. Wow. Off to a good start. I have heard there is no public seating, like anywhere in here, and it looks like the rumors are true. And not a single bench was to be found.
People sitting on the floors.
Excelsior.
Ever upward.
Alright, it's not really hard to see why I haven't visited this place in 5 years.
Nowhere to sit.
There's just no reason. Well, we saw the hall. Now it's time to see the subway. There's that subway smell. Oh yeah. Here's that humid subway feeling as we make the shuffle to Grand Central. One stop later, time to go catch the shuttle. Every time I'm with Oscar in this city, I wind up on that shuttle. A very seamless transfer later. We're at the subway platforms, or the shuttle platforms. Shuttle, 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 shuttle. The Metro North train that we want to catch. I must believe, I must believe. Grand Central Terminal.
Uh,
1044 to Southeast, track 20. We get the express. Obligatory shot. It's very grand. It's very central. We got a full set of M7s today. We got on this Harlem Line train to go to Pleasantville because we are in search of the last remaining Orion 5s Beeline runs these 30-foot Orion 5s up on the Route 16. I made a video about them last time. I'm going for round 2. So we're going Pleasantville and then transferring to the Beeline Route 15 to go ride some Orions. Ooh, I somehow always wind up at White Plains when I'm in New York. And after a hot minute, we made it to Pleasantville. I knocked out between Harlem and Scarsdale, proving that I can sleep better on a train than a bus, and also proving that Buffalo to New York trip should have been an overnight train, not a bus. Yet another corridor that Amtrak should lock in on. Anyway, we're here in the boonies, Pleasantville, off of the Harlem line, because we're here to transfer to the Beeline Route 15. This is a once every 2 hours service that runs to Peekskill from White Plains. It does this like whole boring local section in White Plains before heading to here. So we just took the train and we're cutting it off here so we get the nice scenic part. We're taking that to the Cortland Town Center so that we can ride some Orion 5s. Since we have a roughly 20-minute connection before the bus, that Cafe Grumpy, ooh, lanternfly season.
I'm sorry, dear viewers. I didn't mean to cough. I get hot.
Since that coffee failed to wake me up, I'm dragging Oscar to Dunkin' because I want another coffee. The caffeine addiction has just been worsening over this trip. East Coast larges are so psychotic. After some AC time, Oscar, me, and this psychotically large coffee are going to the bus stop. We apparently get a Nobby bus today, so that'll be fun. Quiet Westchester County suburb. A parking lot. Well, the bus stop has a gazebo. No chairs, benches, or real shade, but it has a gazebo. I love frequent service. Oh, there goes the Nabby not in service in the other direction. "10 minutes late. Our Nabby is here." Oh. Hell yeah, he charged the light. Alright, let's go.
You got everything?
Hey, I got everything.
Ooh, hello, how you doing?
Hello. It's a very rural route. What a funky route. This has been a trip of very funky transit things. After a very scenic hour, here we are at the Cortland Town Center. This is where Orion 5s pop through. the last remaining place that you can see Orion 5s in regular service in New York, basically. So, longtime viewers of the channel may remember in March, although I guess the video came out much later than March, when I came here with Oscar and Carlos to see the Orion 5s. Now it's currently August, and we're here to see them again, but we have a 30-something minute wait, so we're gonna have to kill some time. The reason that 30-foot Orion 5s still run up here is because one of the contractors that drives the B-line routes 16, 18, and 31 got all the remaining Orion 5s. So you still see them puttering about this rural upstate New York borough, county. Here goes our boy from earlier. Now this is the riveting content my viewers have signed up for. A suburban Michaels, a suburban Walmart. This has definitely been one of the funkiest arcs of videos on my channel. At this bus stop, Oscar and I have spotted a Haagen-Dazs. And you know what the perfect way to kill 30 minutes on a hot summer afternoon is?
A milkshake.
I think the bus broke him. My ice cream is basically going everywhere. Now we can sit here and watch whatever buses come by.
Is this thing on? Let's see. Okay, yes. Yes. Hello, everybody. Hello, dear viewer. Once again, Selig has left me in charge as Assistant Director of Photography, or whatever. I'm having me a dulce de leche milkshake. Fantastic. Highly recommend if you haven't. Woo! There's a bus coming. Wait a minute. That, my friends, is a 2022 New Flyer XDE 40 battery electric Excelsior.
Working its way through the parking lot there. That's the outbound bus to Baldwin Place. We don't want it, but we're still gonna foam over it because Orion 5. Elon is so unserious. But they have good equipment. After 10 minutes, our Orion is weaving its way through the parking lot. We're gonna take this to downtown Peekskill and make our way back towards the city. The Orion 5. What an experience, as always. Well, after a quick 20-minute ride in that Orion 5, always love to get my Orion 5 fill. As long as they are still running, every time I'm in New York, I will make that pilgrimage, even if that pilgrimage involves getting off of an overnight bus, zombieing my way through life, and chugging 32 ounces of iced coffee. But yeah, here we are in Peekskill. Now we're just gonna hop on the train. I think it's pretty funny how this trip has basically been like a mirror of the two ends, because it started with Oscar flying over to Davis, and we went for an Orion hunt, and we found the Orion 5s at the YOLO yard. And then we got on a red-eye, and then had our little trip. And then at the end of the trip, we had our red-eye bus. And then now here we are, looking for Orion 5s here at the end. It started with me looking for Orions with Oscar in my city, and now it's Oscar showing me Orions in his city. What a trip. We are in the 6th borough. I wonder if that mural is still there. The 6th borough. Beautiful Hudson River. Our train is making its way around the corner. So we're gonna take this chance to go to the station. Peak skill time. Off to the train. Woo. We're going away from the east side axis because Oscar has spotted this weird one-car train.
Yes. So this weird one-car train is actually part of Metro North's 40th anniversary. They did a tribute to all the employees of the Metro North Railroad by putting their face, everybody that had to take a picture, and put it on the side of a locomotive. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I believe this is a Shoreliner 1 cab car. Am I right?
It's a Shoreliner. Contributed.
Oh wow.
And now if you look for somebody, their face, they're in here somewhere.
Wow.
He is right there.
We
Mr.
found him.
Paul.
The guy with the rhyming announcements. From July 2023, I want to say.
July 11, 2023.
He's right there. And then C62. Right there. Happy 40th, Metro North. Once again, obligatory shot. Second of the day.
Train in 22 minutes. So we got 22 minutes to go downstairs.
Oh, it's always so weird to me that the LARR section is just like tucked away in the dining concourse. Like you kind of have to know where you're going to find it, and they spent years on this project.
Amazing.
Enjoying the public art in East Side Access.
Columbus Circle during the Thanksgiving parade.
Oh wow.
And then I think this is my favorite one, the Brooklyn Bridge, night and day. So you got the sun over the World Trade Center right before sunset, and then you have like Brooklyn overshadowed, and it's just so pretty.
Wow. Deep.
Good, it might be an F9. I don't hear anything.
Track 303.
Probably an F9.
Moment of truth. Let's see what type of train we have. M7, baby. And so, with that, we're here on Flushing Main Street, the end of our very, very, very long trip. It's only been a week. So, successful trip. Really enjoyed Toronto, really enjoyed Buffalo, really enjoyed seeing the other quirky transit things. This has been a funky transit tour. Thank you to Oscar for doing this with me.
Oh, come on.
It was a team effort for planning and executing everything. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you again next time. I need to go sleep. Common mantra for this series.